Oh, shh, it's about to start.
You got the
Oh,
popcorn?
I dropped the nachos. That's so funny.
Butter?
It's pretty funny. I dropped the popcorn.
You all did like 3 separate jokes. Someone's phone's going off?
What is that? What is that?
What is
Who
That
is?
was me laughing.
Are you watching cartoons, funny, free cartoons, youtube.com 24/7 funny cartoons, free online?
Yeah, it was pretty funny cartoons.
Courage
It
the
makes
Cowardly
me laugh.
Dog, free cartoons for free
Muriel!
online. Watch now.
I've got to save Muriel! Because she sure can't save herself.
Oh, that's so true, Courage. That's so true.
Maybe the
Muriel,
real
woman.
monsters are people.
Hey, well, you know what they say about Courage the Cowardly Dog, right?
What?
Somebody better get the door. Who's gonna get the door? Courage
What?
the Cowardly Dog.
Cowardly Dog.
Courage
the Cowardly
See, Renee gets me.
Come on, they might be giants. Hello,
I've-
anyone in there?
Hello, I'm knocking on your forehead. Hello, anyone in there?
We should not be talking about They Might Be Giants.
Why?
And we should be talking about Bowling for Soup. Because this is the Phineas and Ferb podcast.
I guess you're right.
Yes, hello everybody. Welcome to the Phineas and Ferb podcast, who I am a frequent guest on.
Yeah.
Starring me, Milo Murphy.
No, Milo.
Hi, it's me, Milo Murphy. I screw everything up and everyone hates me.
It's not true. He doesn't say that.
I have to put a smile on my face, or else I'll start crying because everyone gets mad at me because I ruin everything.
No.
Milo, tell me, how does it feel to play second fiddle to Phineas and Ferb?
No, I'm pretty used to it. Usually less attention is good for me, since everyone hates me and all.
No, Milo,
We-
don't make me feel bad for you. I think your show's all right, but like, I mean, it's not. I don't.
I mean,
Come
it is
on.
pretty funny to watch me suffer.
What is this opening bit?
I don't know. I like Milo Murphy.
It's
He's
a
just
setup to...
Can we introduce the podcast? Can we introduce the idea?
All right.
Oh yes.
please.
Hi.
I'm dying.
I'm Ryan. I'm Ryan. I'm Ryan.
I'm Ryan. I was just
I'm
Ryan.
I was copying you. What?
We're Ryan.
Huh?
No, okay. This reminds me of like a comment we got in one of our last ones where it's like the first 2 episodes of a podcast are about trying to figure out whose voice belongs to who, and you all make it as difficult as possible.
I mean, like, we all
Okay.
sound like Ryan is the thing.
No, we don't. I'm Ryan. This is Ryan. This is Ryan voice. Ryan, back together. Who's next?
I'm Rosaria. That's right, that'll confuse him.
I'm Phineas, from the new Disney Plus movie Phineas and Ferb the movie, Candace Against the Universe. Woohoo! That's my catchphrase now.
Pretty good.
Can you just say your fucking name?
You can put that on your almanac.
No.
I'm Seep.
And I'm Renee.
We got Gertgeist the Slug in the chat right now.
Whoa.
Hello, Renee.
I'm returning guest Renee from previously ended My Gym Partners, a podcast.
Yeah, we're all you got now. This is your biggest show right now. This is your biggest gig in years.
Years.
Yeah. Gotta pay the
Yeah.
bills somehow.
Well,
Yeah, it's
well,
been
well,
4
Renee,
years since.
Renee, we were gonna wait. We're gonna wait till the end for the special surprise, but I brought in a guest for you today. I thought it'd be nice to see them.
Really?
Huh?
Who could it be?
Hey, Renee, it's me, Jake.
That sounds more like... What's his face from
I'm
Aladdin?
Jay! You're back!
I'm 50 years old, Jake. I'm old, Jake.
Oh yeah, I see you've rapidly aged because you're not sucking the lives out of us anymore because we ended the podcast.
Why does Jake sound like an evil scientist that battles a little anthropomorphic platypus every day?
Uh-oh, looks like I've been exposed. And then he transforms like he spins around in a circle. It was me, Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz. Doofenshmirtz, and I'm here to say, catch my new movie, Phineas and Ferb, Candace Against the Universe now on Disney Plus. I'm a going off. Bye.
Oh,
Bye, Heinz, to Mr. Doofenshmirtz.
must have been using a spider monkey-inator, am I right?
Well, I guess Doofenshmirtz. It sounds like he wanted us to talk about his new hit movie, Phineas and Ferb, Candace Against the Universe. So should we just get right into the party? Should we just get right into the action?
Yeah,
I
let's
guess
get
so.
started. I have my
Well-
notes ready.
Love to talk about animation on the premier animation podcast, Twitch's
Yeah,
feed.
yeah.
All right.
We
so
should probably avoid spoilers, right?
If we talk about spoilers, I'll put a warning on screen. But
Yeah. Put
You know.
big Phineas and Ferb, Buford, spoiler, warning, Belgique.
Buford spoiler warning, Baljeet.
Just to catch a few extra eyes. Just to make sure they're paying attention.
right.
Like, Buford! Now that we got your attention, Phineas and Ferb spoilers.
All right.
Yeah.
So I guess we should start with what is everyone's experience with the hit show Phineas and Ferb prior to the movie coming out?
Well, I would say I was more or less like a casual viewer, I enjoy it and oh, that's a good watch, good watch. Sit down, watch it, yeah, that was a nice time.
It's a great show for that.
I wanna say that besides SpongeBob SquarePants, this is the show I remember watching the most as a kid. I remember this because this is one of the first shows I would watch and get excited for new episodes to come out. And I remember I'd be on the playground with my friends. And this is the time I guess episodes would air earlier, in Europe or something. So they would air a new episode in Europe, and then I'd I'd catch it on YouTube, and then I'd go to school and brag to my friends about seeing an episode early.
Oh, you're that little kid.
It's
that
so
little
cute.
snot-nosed brat.
That'll show 'em. Oh.
But then
Or you, Renee?
I was just finish up real fast.
Oh, no, you finished right. I'm sorry.
I was after middle schoolish, I would say I stopped watching the show,
Oh,
and then I didn't really think about it. And then when I got older, it's kind of like I want to say our generation, not even our generation, because we also have SpongeBob. It's kind of like our just age range, other version of SpongeBob. And then I feel once you get older, you look more and more back on it, hey, that was a funny show with lots of funny characters.
Yeah.
Oh, you go, Renee.
I feel like I've had the opposite effect of that. Just that, I don't know. I enjoyed Phineas and Ferb while I watched it. I did watch it quite a bit when it was on at the time on Disney XD, whatever Disney's it was on. It was just the show you catch on, and it's it's always gonna be a good time. You'll get a song. I always like a song in a cartoon, so you're guaranteed that. And you get some non-standard cartoon jokes. Some long deliberated wacky antics. Some curveballs, some curveball type.
Yeah,
jokes.
some Simpsons humor.
Actually, not gonna lie, on my notes, I sort of been writing down Family Guy humor. Well, structured like a Family Guy joke, but hits better.
We'll get into that in a bit. I actually have some thoughts on that too, but we'll get into that after we're done with early thoughts about the show.
But I think watching this movie, made me look back on Phineas and Ferb and be like, you know what, it was all right.
Why do you say that about every show? You've said that about Chowder.
I don't say that about every show. If you'll allow me, after our Phineas and Ferb discussion, I'll gush about a show that I watched recently that isn't Phineas and Ferb that I really enjoyed.
Was
All right.
Peter there?
Okay,
All right,
you
all right.
know.
Now, Seep, what is your experience with Phineas and Ferb?
What you said.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much that. I remember I watched it a lot when I was younger. I stopped watching it for a bit. I think just because I still liked it. Actually, I think I remember expecting it to have ended, after the first movie for some reason. And I think that's kind of went around. Maybe I stopped watching it as closely.
Yeah, I want to say the movie was around for me too.
Yeah, and I was like 11 when that came out. So maybe I was getting older. I don't know. But then, like, probably like 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I watched pretty much everything that I knew I had never seen of the show. I just watched the rest of it, and I quite enjoy it. It has great characters. I think that's one of its strongest points.
Yeah,
Is that it just has some great characters, and it has some pretty good gags. It's just a nice show to watch.
I will say on that note of like, there was like 4 certain points in my life where I was like, oh, this show's still going on.
It went on for a long time.
And I know like it's still pretty like a widely believed thing that the last episode of the show is the time skip episode, which is not the last episode.
Nope.
No. Yeah.
Get your facts straight, everybody who thought that. Just, keeping you on your toes there.
Why not? You're supposed to watch the last day of summer. You got to see how their summer ends.
Yeah.
It's about the time or the weather.
So I
Is
guess
that how the song goes at the end?
I guess the logical thing now to do is what did everyone think of the movie? The movie.
The movie. The Phineas
It,
Ferb movie.
it was a pretty alright time.
Yeah, I thought
It's
it was...
not as
Oh,
like
go on.
it's not as like grandiose as compared to like the other movie. It feels like just like a special TV special in a movie
Yeah,
because of the scale.
Yeah, I thought it was good too, but I mentioned this before the movie even came out. It's hard to get super excited about it coming back. 'Cause it feels like it's barely been gone to me still.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
But,
will
like-
say, watching this whole movie, it did feel like just, another episode of Phineas and Ferb. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good one. It's pretty good. But
Yeah.
it is another episode of Phineas and Ferb, like, to the point that it's an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But the pacing of it, like, stretched out, feels like a Phineas and Ferb episode taken to that logical length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you're like me too, and you also like watched Milo Murphy's, like you're one of 5 people who watched Milo's Murphy Law like me, it feels like even less of like a huge time because Perry and Doof were like in that show a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It has a very similar like writing style too. So like I don't know, it's like it was a fun special, but I don't think it was like a big like monumentous occasion return type thing because I just don't think
Yeah.
the show has been gone long enough for that.
And like Phineas and Ferb were never gone either, you know. And like, can I get into like a certain detail about the movie?
Oh yeah, sure. Just fire off on all circles.
I mean, yeah, this is always pretty long, but it also takes place pre Good Doof time.
Yeah. I have a few thoughts on that, but yeah, you go first.
Yeah, I guess if anything, it sort of feels like it was sort of like an episode they had in production early in this series, and like it's sort of just like something they finally got to finish.
So I have a few thoughts about where it takes place on the timeline. Hold on. Let me give a hold on. Let me give a hey Dinabelle! It's a spoiler alert. Buford will be
Oh
back.
shoot! You're gonna
Buford
spoil
alert.
the movie already?
Well,
You're gonna spoil the whole movie?
I have some thoughts that involve spoiling. So the placement of this special within like the universe of Phineas and Ferb, like we're probably not supposed to think about it too hard. But I don't know, with the way it ends with like, oh, Candace realizes, oh, busting her brothers was like avoiding the actual problem she had of like feeling worthless, and then Phineas and Ferb say, hey, no, you're really cool and we appreciate you. And then the ending kind of implies she's over busting them now because she realizes, oh, she's also special and cool. But no matter where this takes place in the timeline, like even one day before the end of summer vacation, it means the next day she just goes back to doing it again. Which, I don't know, I feel is a little weird to think about.
Like it's sort of like an alternate finale.
And like also too, Doof in this feels very much like Milo Murphy Doof, where he's like trying to help mostly and he doesn't really seem villainous or anything. I don't know, it feels like
Yeah.
I don't think this is the case, but it somewhat feels like Disney told them to put it like before the show ended, maybe. But I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because then you'd have to. It seems like a weird sort of thing. Where if they were just gonna do a standalone thing, you wouldn't want it to be like a whole year afterwards.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to set it like while they're in school.
Mhm.
Really? I mean, maybe you would. I don't know. But I feel like, like we've been saying, it has been gone long enough to justify like a huge change. It's why I didn't really say what I thought of it.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much the same. Like, I liked it. It's just a nice, like, hey, it sort of feels like if you're like scrolling through like a streaming service for a show you watch, and you're kind of like, oh, did I ever see this episode? I don't remember this. And then you put it on, and you're like, oh yeah, I guess I missed this one. It feels a lot like that. And for that, I think it does it pretty well. It's just a nice, funny feature. What did I even start with? Um, but yeah, I think for the timeline, I guess you're not supposed to think about it too hard, but I feel like it's like I thought it was kind of like closer to the end.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, I do think it takes place closer to the end, but again, no matter where you put it, there's the weird thing like, oh, she's gonna go back trying to bust them the next day, despite the emotional resolution of the movie.
Yeah, but still, like, as the show went on, I think they started getting less like strict about that formula.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. It's like sort of weird, but like, I don't think it like ruins it.
Oh yeah, I don't think it ruins
we
it.
don't want it. I don't think we want to insinuate that.
I will say, from my perspective, watching it with like, not even like remembering fully like the actual ending of the show, or like even like watching the Second Dimension movie. I only watched parts of it, but I did watch the first movie, I think. But just like with like a hazy memory of like how it ends, and just like the big memory of like, oh yeah, Phineas and Ferb, Candace is always busted her brothers. They get away with it. Just like, having that sort of perspective on it, that sort of tangible feeling of like, this is another episode, but wait, this isn't another episode. This is like an episode with finality to it.
Yeah.
Wasn't there another like actual ending? No, it's fine. It's another Phineas and Ferb. That's the way I thought of it.
I kind of thought of that afterwards. I think this movie's kind of aimed at like people like you experience with it, like not super. Like I don't think this isn't like Phineas and Ferb's Adventure Time Distant Land, where like it's for like hardcore Adventure Time fans. This feels like it's for this special felt like it was very much for the people who remembered like Phineas and Ferb, like hadn't watched it a lot recently. I would say.
Yeah, like vaguely remembers.
There's like a few like minor jokes for like more hardcore fans. Like I guess we should say, there's a few Milo Murphy's Law references in this. Like for all 5 of us who watched it, they play Chop Chop Away at My Heart, and then what is it?
Trucker Ted.
And then Recurring Raccoon is in one of the songs.
Really?
Yeah, you know that part where Isabel goes, "Let's take the time to thank the folks who worked on all this animation." Yeah, he's in that part.
Yeah. I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I was thinking of Trucker Ted.
And
I looked him up on the wiki.
And one other thing, Milo was supposed to be in the special as a cameo.
Yeah.
But they cut his scene apparently. But Weird Al still voices a character in the final thing.
Yeah, T-shirt cannon guy.
T-shirt cannon guy
with one line.
Apparently, they cut Milo's part because they didn't want to make it seem like he caused like something really bad to happen in the movie.
And, like,
I mean,
people
like,
that hate him.
I mean, like, no one would notice.
I wouldn't be surprised if they also cut him because, like, I don't know how Milo Murphy's Law did in like viewership. I think what I've heard, it didn't do amazing. I have to imagine they also partly cut it because like not many people would get it.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I completely forgot like Milo Murphy's like deal until you mentioned that like he causes problems. That's his thing.
He's a little
That.
evil demon who makes trouble happen on purpose.
Yeah,
No.
that's also why I don't think this took place post-summer, because like if you'd have to explain to the audience why Doof was a good guy now, and this is for like people who like just want to Phineas and Ferb nostalgia blast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, as a casual PNF fan, I'm sorry I ruined the experience for hardcore.
Yeah, thanks.
PNF.
You ruined
Listen.
it. We could have got more on Doctor Time.
Listen, I'm sure most hardcore fans still probably appreciated this.
Oh no, I
just
liked it.
because
Don't worry.
I think it's a show you can never have too. Well, I don't know if that's true, but like it's a sort of thing where it's like if you get a little bit more of it, it won't hurt you.
I'm definitely playing it up. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I guess one of the
yeah.
go on. You go first.
Nothing. I was not gonna say anything.
I'll just say one of the biggest points of contention I've seen for this special online is there's been some mixed thoughts on like the animation of the special, and it's all over the place. I feel like there's times where it looks like really good and nice, and there's times where things just look really weird.
It just feels a little. I guess again that's where it goes with like it. There's like bits of nice animation, but overall it doesn't feel like grandiose. Where like the animation just goes hard or anything. It's sort of just like regular episode of Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah. One of the main things I've noticed that someone pointed out is the line art is different. In the movie they use like just normal outlines, like just normal thick, kind of thickish outlines, where in the show they kind of have like a pencil texture to them, and that kind of pencil-y texture, the thinner outlines, isn't in the movie for the most part.
It might be. I might have noticed it sometimes. I think I might have an idea of what happened there. Because before this movie was finished, like it was like Dan Povenmire had to pretty much finish a lot of the animation.
Yeah.
Just like on his computer, really fast. So
Yeah,
it might have just been a case of like they'd like maybe it was sort of rushed in some areas just to reach the release date.
Yeah, I think there's a few things. Quarantine probably messes some stuff. I know there was a new studio doing it. There's probably just a lot of things led to like. It's not bad at all, I would say. It's just if you watch a lot of the show like I did, you could definitely notice things are a little off in a lot of places.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's an underfist kind of situation.
Oh no, not at all.
Definitely no. We don't want to insinuate it's an underfist kind of situation.
It's aware of that.
No, I just definitely think it was a lot of like circumstances that led to like things. Because again, it's not bad. It's just weird looking in a lot of places.
Yeah, you'll notice it if it's something that you think you would notice.
It's a perfectly watchable PNF experience if you're into Phineas and Ferb. If you're not into Phineas and Ferb,
yeah,
I got a story to tell.
I'll go on.
Oh wow.
Well, I did not mention, but I watched this movie right before I did this podcast here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was on standby, and I was like, oh shit, it's tonight. So I just watched the movie. I streamed it for some people, and like nobody who was with me at the time was a real big Phineas and Ferb fan. So like as we were watching it, people kind of like filtered out for their own reasons, legitimate reasons, but it was kind of funny. Just like I'm gonna watch Phineas and Ferb, and like I was gonna like watch it by myself, but then everyone was like, no wait, come on, we can watch it together, even though they're not really into Phineas and Ferb. And I was like, all right, yeah, all right, then I guess I might as well just stream it. And as we watch it, people are silent. There's a bit of the long running jokes that Phineas and Ferb are into that not everyone can be a fan of.
Oh yeah, I wanted to mention. Yeah, there's a lot of like jokes that go on for a long time in this. I notice.
Oh yeah, that's why again, yeah, it sort of reminded me like a Family Guy joke, where like they sort of drag out a thing.
Yeah, there's a few I can think of. There's the joke about like the song going on for too long before they open the door.
Yeah.
There's a
I thought
few.
that was really funny.
Well, there's
They are fun. They hit.
they're
they hit.
funny, but there's a lot of them. There's
Yeah.
the scene where the guy like gets unhypnotized and then he runs away, and for like a minute and a half, like they just go on about him getting away.
Okay, yeah, that one was kind of crazy. That one was kind of like
Actually, I really like that one.
And then
feature like.
I mean, a lot of them really hit.
And then there's
It's
this third one. There's the scene where he's trying to get Candace out of the room on the machine, goes on for a long. There's a few of them.
Yeah,
More
I
than
feel
you
like
can count.
again,
If you're not a fan of that kind of thing, it's gonna turn you off, I think. But they're done well.
yeah, they hit better. Again, they sort of just better execute and like they hit more than you will see in like in Family Guy, which does that a lot.
A few other things like so a few other like scattered thought. I think it's weird. Like Vanessa was in this movie, and then they just kind of get rid of her, and then she doesn't really do much after that.
Yeah,
I think that was.
I mean, I thought it was gonna be like a girl, like a couple like girl power kind of thing, but I guess like that was filled by the alien queen. So like,
Yeah, like I thought. Yeah, sorry. Go on.
Someone in the chat asked, was that a common joke in PNF? Like long drawn out jokes? I think it kind of was. Like
There's a few,
it probably popped up.
I
It
didn't
popped
like.
up.
I think a lot of people who worked on Phineas and Ferb worked on Family Guy.
Yeah, like the dance choreography too.
I wanted to say, so like I feel when I watched the movie and like Vanessa got separated and landed on the same planet, I thought the thing was gonna be she was also like following Candace and like Doof was gonna meet up with her like halfway through, and then she kind of joined the group. But it's weird, she just kind of goes off for like 60 like an hour of the movie, and it just appears again at the end.
I think they wanted to have her in it, but if they had her with Candace the whole time, that might like interfere with like the main like conflict of the movie. So they had to like find a way to have her in, and then find a way to get her out, and then find a way to put her back in when like it wasn't interfering with anything.
Yeah, she doesn't actually even get like a song either, which is surprising because like if you get Olivia Olson in the room, you think they like make her part of a song at least, but she doesn't sing at all.
there was a fake out.
There's a fake out. I guess speaking of what did you all think of the songs in the special?
Honestly, they were good.
Yeah, I agree. I think they were some good songs. It's Phineas and Ferb music.
Yeah, no, that's the best way to put it. If you like Phineas and Ferb music, again, it's just kind of more of it. I don't think this is the strongest like collection of songs they've done, but I liked a few of them. I thought that Doofenshmirtz and Isabella one was like a funny like pairing to do as a song. And
that one.
I think at the very least they're all like written. A lot of them are written like funny.
Yeah,
like,
bits. Like they're done on more like bits than musicals.
Let me say that I think that last song was like really good.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say I like the last song in this more than I like Summer Belongs to You.
I agree. I think it does sound better than that. It's a very like emotional ending, big ending number. They've had a lot of those in Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites of like the big show-stopping ending songs.
Yeah.
I felt like they were holding out on us on a couple of bangers though. Like the fake out song in the beginning with Vanessa, I felt like that I could have been into that one. There was one.
That was actually, Renee, you might not know this. I think that was like a gag. Like, the reason they had that song was in the first movie, Across the Second Dimension, Candace was supposed to have a song that was about like, it was called Mysterious Force, and it was her trying to explain like why everyone thinks she's crazy and how Phineas and Ferb's inventions always disappear. But it got cut from the movie. So I think with this, they like wrote a whole song just to have it cut, just like in the last movie.
That's like a
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Like a 4-layer joke to like, oh, Candace's song got cut last time. Write a full one so we can cut it again.
The
Oh,
full
someone-
song is on the soundtrack. If you listen to it, it is really similar to Mysterious Force.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
someone
If you're
said
a
that down
Ferb
there.
fan.
Yeah, you know, I'll listen to that then, and I think I might enjoy it.
Yeah.
I also the best song in the movie was absolutely "Chop Chop Away at My Heart." I guess
This was the first time it got released in full, I think.
that's no. I listened to it past few days. I like keep listening to it because I like it.
Oh, are you a Lumberjacks fan? Are you
Oh,
a
yeah.
Zack head?
Oh, I'm totally a Zach head.
Warning,
Uh,
Murphy jokes.
Sorry.
It again, I realize a lot. The movie sort of does the Phineas and Ferb thing. It sort of just sets up a thing that gets like fulfilled, that gets payoff.
What, the Bufords?
Oh, the canoe.
The canoe, the
That
chicken
was-
gun.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of good like throwaway jokes that like come back. Are those called brick jokes? Is that
Yeah.
the technical term?
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, there's a lot of
brick
good
joke.
brick jokes.
Yeah,
I love the canoe thing because like throughout the whole movie, Buford's just carrying it around just because he thinks he might need to use it.
and he was right.
Pretty.
And then
pretty
like
funny.
Space Adventures.
Oh yeah, that's a callback to an episode.
Yeah, and like what was another? I had it here. The explosion too.
The explosion?
No,
Sorry.
Arlo. We know. We know.
Oh.
I guess like my last thought. You guys probably have a few more if you want. My last thought is I notice even compared to like the last movie, Ferb talks a lot in this. Like comparatively.
It gets a lot of lines out. I guess you know, this might just be the very last Phineas and Ferb movie we ever see ever. So
Don't.
he's trying to get it all out.
I don't know.
I think.
Well, what do we think?
Yeah.
I feel like there's
Oh no, I think there's
room
gonna
for
be.
more.
I think if this does good, there'll be more. I just want to say, I think the reason Burp had some more lines is because I think that was an intentional thing because like the movie's about Candace and her brother's relationships, and it'd be weird if like Ferb just was not engaged with that at all. So I think him having a few more lines was like an intentional thing to make him seem more like a character.
A person. An actual person.
You know,
But yeah, I think there's gonna be more for sure. If this does good, which I assume it probably will, they'll probably make like another special. I don't think the full show will come back, but I think they'll do more
no.
specials.
And I wouldn't want it to. I think it's good to. I think it's kind of fun to imagine it being revived in a format that it wasn't originally made for, because you kind of get a little more variety in stories. I think.
Hmm.
Because yeah, they've used the like 11-minute episode format pretty extensively.
Yeah, even in Milo.
Yeah. You schmuck, Milo. You schmuck. Get out of here.
be
Don't
nice to him. Be nice to him. I'm sorry I didn't watch his show.
You can watch it now on Disney Plus.
I watched a couple of episodes. All right, I gave him a chance. But I just stop. I'm not
Oh.
returning his calls.
Oh man, if they do make more movies, that's like the end of Milo Murphy for good.
Really?
Hey,
They're never gonna have time to make Milo Murphy ever again.
it's his world and we're all living in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. So I'm looking at my notes, and I have something here that says Axinator.
Oh, no, I wanted that was my favorite joke in the movie.
It was like-
It was the subtlest joke in the movie, but it was my favorite.
That was a good joke.
It was.
Do we want to spoil this very funny joke for the audience?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we've already spoiled most of the movie. Anyway,
If
Just-
you're,
Well, Ed,
if you're
the joke-
convinced
I think
of the
the-
movie thus far, watch it right now and then come back.
Yeah, I
When
think
the
the jokes are
podcast
some of the
is over.
strongest things.
oh no, the
Not
jokes are
necessarily
really
the
good.
story, but I just don't want to give away too much jokes because like a lot of jokes are funny because you just don't expect how they happen. But the axe joke, yes, I mean, it was funny. The funny
I think-
axe.
I think it's very on brand. The fact that like it's an Axinator, like no, we're not killing it, and then behind it you see like a self-destruct button.
Yeah,
God,
I mean that's all the joke was, but it's really
Yeah.
good.
Also, Agent Monogram.
Major monogram.
Good morning, Agent
Major. He was like, get fucked, Agent P.
Agent P? Agent P. I don't like you. Get out of here. You're worse than Milo Murphy's Law.
I don't have any jokes. I don't have any other jokes.
Why would Major Monogram say that?
Get out of here, Agent P.
Is this
Yeah, Agent P, we don't like you anymore. We're
what
mean
is this?
now.
The Ready to Hate Milo Murphy cast?
I love Milo Murphy. Look at him. He's a funny little white
Violated
kid.
space law, funny family song.
What did you call him?
Funny little white kid.
Guess he is.
You're a funny little white kid. I wear shorts.
Oh, Pete Beaver.
What?
Pete Beaver.
Pete Beaver?
Yeah.
I didn't get that joke.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's like when they kill like that beaver statue.
Oh, yeah. they
Oh,
went-
actually, I think there was a few times where Roger got the L.
Yeah,
Oh,
screw Roger.
You know, Roger got that L. Good for him. He
I-
needs to be more humble.
All right, I have one last thought. You guys can keep going if you want. This is my real last thought. This is the first time ever they gave Jeremy a joke.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Candace.
That's right.
I work at the
Yeah.
sushi dog.
This is the only time in the entire series Jeremy has gotten a joke. I think.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I think, I have in my notes. I thought the joke was he had killed while working, but it turns out it was like, no, he was just into LARPing.
Monumental Phineas and Ferb moment. Jeremy gets a joke.
We won! Hey, Candace. I got a joke the other day. That's great, Jeremy.
I think it's sort of funny that the movie implied that Isabel has killed, but had to held back for Jeremy.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he's the marketable Mitchell Musso character. The love interest.
The Mitchell Musso to Candace's Ashley Tisdale.
Yeah.
They should give Stacy her own show. If they want to bring Phineas and Ferb back, just make Stacy's show.
I like Stacy.
I'd be down for that. You know, I think Stacy could sell a show.
I think if they do another movie, they should like have Stacy in it somehow.
Yeah, definitely.
Should be
I mean,
Stacy was like at
also-
the very end of this. Like,
She was at the
movie.
very beginning and the very end.
That's right.
I guess she also knows that Perry's a secret agent too, so I guess you could make the Perry and Stacy movie.
You could have the OWCA files too.
Oh my god.
Stacy.
We got animal agents right back before us.
I don't even know the theme song.
They can bring back those horrible little bugs.
Yes, bring the bugs back in Phineas and Ferb the movie 3.
Yeah.
The bugs.
Okay, I'm lost here.
Remember we talked about the bugs, right, Renee? Were you there? When we talked about the bugs?
Yeah,
I don't know.
So in both of the Doof-centric specials, which is Doof 101 and the Alka Files, they have these bugs who just show up as like a B plot all of a sudden, and their whole thing is
bugs!
they just want attention. They just show up.
Hey, we're bugs.
Put the bugs on screen. I hate them.
The bugs on the screen.
I haven't
God.
even heard those guys, and like, I think they're so dumb.
Yeah.
I've only seen a single image of them, and I just don't like them.
But how could you not like them?
I think this comment from the chat puts it best. They scream, "These are our college OCs."
No,
Like,
Yeah,
like we made these characters when we were like 20, and we haven't found anything to put them in. Put the
even,
bugs.
Even you said it before, Seep. I think it's like, you know, they're just the norm, the Nat to
Yeah.
PNF's Garfield.
God, look at
They
these.
are kind of funny. We're laughing so much about these bugs, these horrible bugs.
Look at them. Oh, I hate that. I'm gonna make my top 10 least favorite Phineas and Ferb characters. I'm gonna give them all their own. I'm gonna give them all their own separate slots.
Oh, I think I know who's number one.
Oh.
That's right.
The middle.
Mario.
Mario.
found an
Buford and the Mario clothes.
I found an image of Perry the Platypus and Dr. Doofenshmirtz as My Little Pony mermaids.
The
My Little Pony
sea
mermaids?
ponies?
Yeah, no, they're My Little Pony mermaids.
Steeperoni?
What?
Hi, you called?
I think about this a lot, but the art of like Human Nice Prairie X Doctor Doof.
Let's put that on the screen. Let's put that on the screen.
No,
Oh, now hold on.
haven't I
They're
done
playing.
enough
I
for you?
found it.
I watched a
Oh.
video of Buford's voice actor today.
What do you do?
Aaron
Just-
Hansen.
It was yes, Aaron Hunt. This was the first day that I've ever cared to actually pursue who voices him. For some reason, I feel like it's so mysterious. Even in the show, they've had gags where like they show like the voice actors' faces, but they never did it with Buford. I've never seen him on like any like Comic-Con panels, so I just looked up like a video of him, and he was just talking. He was like,
Oh yeah, you know, I'm the bully. I get to be the bully. You know, every bully has his nerd.
they
Is it
pitch his voice up. I learned that. That's like they have to pitch his voice up when
I
they
left-
when he's Buford.
Crazy.
I left for
It's
a second.
wild.
Why are those fucker insects on screen?
That's the three I don't even know what they're called. They're just the terrible insects. They're just the bad bugs. I don't.
Seeing them a lot from now on. Get used to them.
They're gonna bring Milo. Because this is gonna happen. Disney Plus is gonna go up to like Dan and Swamp, be like, all right, you guys have proven your worth with the Phineas and Ferb movie. We'll let you make Milo Murphy's Law season 3. And like Dan and Swamp be like, well, we'll do it, but under one circumstance. And like smash cuts like Milo Murphy season 1, like Bugs like, next to Milo.
It's like underboard.
Oh, that feels like such a like. Okay, well, Phineas and Ferb. The A plot is Phineas and Ferb, and the B plot is Doof. But if we make the A plot Doof, what do we have the B plot be? And they're just like panicking. They're like, "What do we do? I don't. We can't just make it Phineas and Ferb because they'll just like steal the show." Well, anyone have any designs laying around? Does anybody have anything we could use?
we talked about how much we dislike these bugs from like 2 episodes for like almost like 15 minutes.
They're just terrible. Look at them. They thought these bugs could sustain like the same level of like story and gag that Doofenshmirtz had in the original show. This was their like next Doofenshmirtz.
They were gonna make little bug awful shitheads 101.
Bugs literally don't affect anything. Did their plots ever intersect in any kind of meaningful way at all?
I don't think
No.
so.
Or did it
I
just
think
like
they just
randomly
died.
cut to some bugs and it's like what is that's all I remember. They just cut to the bugs. I'm just like what is this?
The bugs
What did he
keep
bring
harder.
back? I want to see Doofenshmirtz again. What are these bugs?
It's me when I watch anything. I'm like watching like I don't know.
Johnny Test?
I'm watching like The Good Place. I'm like, fuck this. Where's Doofenshmirtz?
Or are they gonna say Doofenshmirtz teaching his college course?
I forgot, but I remember bringing this Galaxy Brain idea.
Or God.
I remember this was very Galaxy Brain. You know, it was very heavy on my head.
You can see it. It's weighing you down. Please, lighten the load.
Here it is.
Go on.
So, like, instead of dating Ferb, what if Vanessa dated Stacy?
Okay. I like what you're pitching.
That's pretty big brains. I'd go as far as to say glowing brain even.
Well, it works
Galaxy
too.
brain.
It works too for like our new Disney Plus movie we're gonna make, where Stacy and Agent P team up. That's how they can meet.
Oh
Harry can
yeah.
introduce them.
It could be like
That's
a
really
whole
good.
like big like spy fiction narrative. You know, you got like your James Bond like da na na na. You know, your intro. It's very stylish, and then like like we get to the climax, and it's like Vanessa, who was seeming to be like a romantic interest of Stacy. She's actually the heel turn double agent. Gasp! Oh, the drama, the action.
Oh, man.
Hire us, Disney. Hire us. Dan and Swampy.
Oh, and then the cartoon all stars go to the Pride Parade. Doofenshmirtz be like,
Yes.
this is my bisexual daughter Vanessa and her girlfriend Stacy.
It all comes together
Yes.
finally.
So anyway,
Django B plot lost media in the chat. I just realized what happened to Django. Does anyone know?
I think.
Do you even know who Django is, Renee?
Yeah, I know who
The
Django is.
Crystal Kid.
Why are you singling me out?
Because you have like the faintest memory of the show. Do you remember who Django is?
I have no idea.
Okay, let me think of an episode. Okay, he's like in 2 episodes as a major character. In the episode where they make a circus, he like becomes a pretzel. And then
That kid.
yeah, and then his only other major role is like his dad's like an artist, and then he and Phineas paint something together, and that's his only 2 appearances. And they said, no, this kid sucks. We're not using him anymore. And then he's just like a background cameo forever after that.
What happened with that? You're like building him up to be like, you'd think he'd be like a Buford or at least an Irving.
I think the problem is like in the realm of the show, he didn't really have a role because like Phineas, Ferb, Isabella, Buford, and like Baljeet are like a very like I guess I would say tightly written like little group. They all bounce off each other. And
Right.
I can't really think of what he would add to the dynamic. And then Irving worked well as like a good sometimes character, and he kind of took that role. I guess there was just kind of no place for him. And then like the Fireside Girls were like they expanded more upon them. There was just no place for him pretty much.
I'm sorry, Django. You didn't make the cut. Maybe you should have.
Wow, we have been talking about Phineas and Ferb for nearly 50 minutes.
Hey, this is the Phineas and the other guy podcast.
We should move on to like another topic. Any final thoughts of Phineas and Ferb?
It's an alright movie. If you like Phineas and Ferb, it'll be like watching a 1 hour and 30-minute episode. If you don't like it, you'll leave me.
All right. Anyone else?
That's my thought.
Buford is there.
All right. Yes.
All right. Was there any other like news or exciting shows this week at all? Like new
There
things?
was.
Oh,
There
what?
was. There was supposed to be.
What's wrong?
So, the sister premiere to Phineas and Ferb the movie, Candace Against the Universe, is a little weekly show that we like to bring up. We like to have our own little corner for it.
Oh my god.
The Muppets Now had a new episode with Chip the IT guy. I repeat, Chip the IT guy was on the Muppets Now,
Gasp.
and I forgot to watch it.
What? Seep!
I know.
Chip!
I know! It's Chip, and he'd be like on like the Zoom call with Scooter. And you're like, Chip, I'm having some trouble uploading this episode of the Muppets Now.
Let me see here. Let me see what's the problem.
Bzz, 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 and he's probably like kind of like connect some wires together, and it's bzz, 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 bzz. Are you sure that's safe?
Oh yes, I.
And then he would have gone to the Swedish chef show. Oh, today we're going to be cooking. Oh,
Hey.
we're going to be cooking
Hey,
beef
Seep.
stew.
Hey, Seep, can I say how crazy you sound? Like, with the no context. Like, you're just going, oh, it's me, Chip, with the Zoom call. And then they go to the Swedish chef.
What? This is the Muppets. Everybody knows every Muppets character
No,
ever.
Show.
Alright, okay, Rosa, Renee, which one's Chip? Describe Chip to me.
I'm
very out there.
I'm gonna be really real with you here, Ryan.
Yeah?
This was the last question I was hoping you'd ask me on this podcast. I have no idea.
See, no one knows who fucking Chip is!
He's not the yellow one, right?
No!
That's Scooter or Walter. I don't know who you're thinking of.
Am I have to put
Are you thinking of the
God.
Scooter one?
Or to put
Oh my
I
God, they're
was,
both
I was
gay.
thinking of the scientist one that's like counterpart to Beaker.
Oh,
Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. Today we're going to be performing some scientific experiments. I'm going to turn this computer on, and it's going to display some images on the screen.
Wait, this is Chip? I
Yes.
just looked up a picture of him. This is a real mump.
Yeah.
yeah.
This this isn't
I guess
real.
I think I have a subscription.
This.
The
I've
like-
never seen this Muppet before in my life.
Are you describing? Are you
talking
looking at the right
about?
Muppet? Are you sure you're looking at the right Muppet? Are you
I'm
sure
looking
you're
at
seeing
him
the
right now. He's on
Describe
stream
him.
right now. That's not real. That's not
He's
a
on
real
stream?
Muppet.
That's real. Haven't you seen Muppets from Space
I have not.
or the
He looks
Muppets
like
on
the-
ABC?
He looks like that guy from Malcolm in the Middle.
The guy who has a crush on Lois?
Yeah.
I guess he does.
I'm Chip. I have teeth and I have a blinking mechanism in my eyes. I can blink my pupils.
Today is the day we become OWCA's first insect agents.
So what did happen on this episode of Muppets Now that Seep totally didn't see? I'm dying to know.
Yeah, now
Because
we'll never
apparently
know.
I don't know anything about the Muppets.
Yeah, now we'll...
I can't believe none of you have how many episodes have you seen, Ryan?
I watched 2 and then got bored.
Why haven't you watched 3 and 4 and 5 and gotten bored?
Why don't you watch this thing you don't like, idiot?
Well, you don't know how much you won't like it until you watch it all.
It's like when people are just like, I have to watch every episode of Steven Universe so I can say I hate it.
Today on Lifestyle with Miss Piggy, we have Tay Diggs. Oh, hello. Hello, Linda Cardellini.
Can I just say, like, that's such an odd concept. Like, there are so many people who watch Steven Universe just to say they didn't like the new episode of Steven Universe.
It's a culture. It's part of culture. It's
Well, it'd be that way.
It was the community of it.
Oh, just you wait.
Really?
When what's the show coming out? What's like a baby kid show to watch that's coming out?
Tig and Seek.
When I'm gonna watch every episode of Tig and Seek, just say I hate Tig and Seek.
Well, you know what's like a show that came out recently that for some reason I've seen a lot of people hate on. I don't know why. You know, well, like I mean, just because I read comment sections, I probably shouldn't.
Oh,
You know,
never read the comments, Ralph.
the weirdos on the internet who's like look at an innocuous cartoon and they're like, oh, you know, this is the downfall of animation right here.
Every show that comes.
It's like every
That's-
show now. Like people have been saying like about the Owl House, which is like a show with like a high budget with like great animation. Like, oh, this is the end of animation. Great job, Luz from Owl House.
Great job, Rebecca Sugar.
Anyway, I was watching the
One
Funkies.
speaks Spanish, and then everyone starts getting angry.
Oh, Renee, I watched a few episodes of the Fungies too the other night.
Oh yes. Oh, I'm
It-
pleased.
It is a cute little show.
I gotta say, I watched all the episodes, all 20 of them, and you know, I'd probably like it a lot more than a lot of other people would because it's got a lot of my interests in mind. It's a show about the early prehistory Earth. You know, it's got these like, you know, strange creatures with a strange biology. You might have heard them, the fungies. I want to keep calling them the fungies, but you know, they're the fungies for some reason.
Just
Yeah.
for fun.
The way like every character like speaks in that show is very like amusing to me. They all have like very very funny ways of like speaking, I want to say.
Yeah, they got their own like, you know, isms and their own like their own voice, and it's a fun show. It's not only Dino Core. Someone said there. It's you know it's got a science slant to it that
It's
you
not
don't
dinosaurs in it.
see with a lot of like, you know, shows like a science slant where it's like it's not educational, but it's very much interested in the science of things and like,
Yeah.
you know, nature, biology, you know, space, the cosmos. It's a very down to earth cosmic show, I'd
Yeah.
say. Ironically.
Yeah, like the first episode's about like them figuring out how snow works, for example.
They're just like little fungus people, you know, at the beginning of history, just trying to figure out how things work. And Seth is our little window into this world, a little inquisitive mind who really just wants to know everything about this world, and it's so refreshing. I love a character who wants to learn about science and everything, and who isn't an insufferable Rick and Morty freaking lover. It's like, oh, science is above all. It is logical. No,
that is true, huh? Like a lot of shows where like the main character's like a scientist, like the joke is usually they think they're smarter and better than everyone. That is true. Like
I hate women. I don't like them. I don't understand the female.
The main kid from the Funkies is just kind of a kid who likes science, which is interesting.
Yeah.
the whole show's about this kid, like, who's learning to balance his love for exploring everything and this, figuring out science with compassion and learning when to hold back on that science, to care for another's feelings. It's a cute cartoon. I like it.
I guess real fast, speaking of scientist episodes and Jimmy Neutron, watching Hey Arnold recently made me think, every fucking mid 2000s, late 90s cartoon had the same episode about someone becoming a hall monitor and then going power crazy.
Yeah, huh.
That's probably a big thing, hey art fans, when I was a kid there's a hall monitor.
Because Hey Arnold has the one where Phoebe gets power crazy, Jimmy Neutron has the one where Jimmy does it, and then SpongeBob has the one where SpongeBob does it.
That's probably a Fairly Odd Parents one, right?
That's probably, of course, it's probably a Fairly Odd Parents one. Turner, you're going crazy with hall monitor power.
And then he says a little gag that has been said in the episode 3 times already.
You're so right. You're so right.
I didn't do it.
And Chester and AJ are dead. They're not in the episode. I had hall monitors, I think. Well, sort of. They weren't I don't know. I never related to any hall monitor episodes. I don't even know if they were hall monitors. They were just I don't know what you'd call it. They had these sashes. I guess they were hall monitors, but people liked them because they were "Oh, hey kid, are you lost? I can help you out," or "Oh, I'll help you find which car your mom is in to pick you up," or whatever.
Yeah, no, I never had hall monitors either. I had adults who would help out around the school, but never a hall monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same.
Only time I ever saw a hall monitor was in elementary school, and they had the sashes and whatnot, but I literally never interacted with them. I only saw them sometimes with those bright green sashes, in the front of the school or something. I guess helping kids get off the bus and stuff because it's elementary school.
That was my experience in elementary school only. Are you sure you never got approached by someone who was
Stop right there in the name of hall monitoring! I cannot let you advance in this hallway until you show me your bathroom pass.
And then you're oh, come on, just let me go to the bathroom.
No way, Jose.
And
I take my role very seriously.
I gotta say, why is the hall monitor always out of class in these episodes? They're just in the hall.
That's their job.
That's the thing that confuses me the most. It's
I don't know. Maybe it was off period.
No, but I remember the Jimmy Neutron specifically. A plot point is Jimmy and friends get to school late and class has already started, but the kids just in the hall waiting to call them out.
I assume you have to be pretty good at classes, and it's only for an elite few.
Then why does Sheen
very academically inclined?
Why does Sheen get to be one at the end?
Because it's a funny cartoon. It's what if we made Sheen the hall monitor?
Most illogical.
Most. What was that? Most illogical. Excuse me.
This does not fall in line with science and facts and logic. Debunked.
I'm really lost here.
It's okay, we're talking hall monitors.
Yeah, Rosa, at school. You ever been to
I
school?
never understood the concept of hall monitors, aside from the fact that I used to bribe the people who like write your names down when you're late.
Screw those narcs, those freaking narcs.
I mean, listen, the ones that are cool are the ones that take the break. The ones that are lame are the ones that don't. I mean, come on, I'm only a minute late. Why go to the detention for an hour? That's so lame.
Oh.
Kipper, come back! What?
He's going to get some more snacks.
Oh,
I'm gonna go get some milk duds. You guys want anything?
I don't think
give me some milk duds.
Yeah, I guess Buford,
Okay.
Buford, bring us back some milk duds.
Just give me
I'll,
tap water from the
I'll bring
bathroom.
back. I'll bring back a pack of nerds for you, Ryan.
Oh, oh no, Buford.
God, he would say that.
Wait,
God, he
I hope he
does
gets
that.
me the tap water from the bathroom.
I'll get you some tap water.
And then he grabs you by your ankles and dips you in the toilet.
Did anything else like exciting happen this week, like news-wise, besides the Phineas and Ferb special?
John Game Explained said sex on TV.
That's not news.
John,
What?
Game
What,
Explain is joining our
Pokemon
podcast.
Masters EX hashtag is not news?
What do
Oh,
you-
that's news to me because it was news everywhere on the news of Twitter.
What do you want me to say about it? That they.
Hello, everyone. John Game Explain here.
I don't know. Everyone was talking about it. Oh, Pokemon Masters sex, anybody? Thank
Oh,
you.
wait.
No thanks.
You guys really
I got
watch
too much.
Pokemon Master Sex,
John
don't
from
you?
Game Explain. John, explain to everyone how like you left Game Explain to be part of this podcast.
Oh yes, that's right. I'm sad to announce that my career at Game Explain has come to an end. But don't worry, you can still find me on other avenues, such as the Ready to Start the podcast, where we'll be talking about weekly cartoon news. That's right, I'm a big cartoon fan. Let me turn my Game Explain webcam around so you can see, and he has like a wall of Funko Pops from like Cartoon Network shows and like Scooby-Doo. I'm excited to discuss the latest topics in animation.
Oh, glad you to have you part of the army, John. Welcome.
Of course. It's great to be here. You know, yeah, it's great to be here with you, John. Oh, thank you very much. You know, it means a lot to me to hear that from you. Yeah, you know what, John from John Game Explain. Or John Ready to Start the podcast, I should say. If you ever need anything, just
Are
know
you
that
just talking to yourself?
I'm talking.
No, he's talking to John Game
I'm
Explain.
talking
Don't
to
be-
John.
Let
Ryan.
him speak. Let John speak.
Jeez. I'm so sorry about that, John. Oh, it's okay, you know. Andre would often raise his voice, and I've gotten used to it. He's quite the hothead, actually. You wouldn't know that from the videos. I'm actually typing out hashtag change the game. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. We're not gonna make we're not gonna make Andre into a Doug Walker evil villain.
We don't say we. This is
Also,
you.
hold on.
All
hold on.
right. Come on, John.
Hold
Don't tell white lies. Oh, I'm sorry. I just love to start a little controversy. I'm a little evil. You might not have known that from my on-screen persona, but I'm a little evil.
Ooh. Speaking of, hold on. Iris EX pause screen lore. Vote now.
Oh yeah, Liv wants to advertise her Pokemon hashtag so she can get a funny alt in the game she doesn't play.
Oh,
Is that an actual
We
hashtag?
need that.
Yeah.
We need that pause screen lore.
So the context of Pokemon Master Sex is they're doing this thing where like you hashtag a name of a Pokemon character and then EX and then look at like an advanced form in the shitty gacha game. That was mean. If you like that game, good for you.
Gosh.
I mean, like, you know, more power to you if you're playing a game and you're enjoying it.
And your gambling addiction. More power to your git.
I'm sorry. No.
I mean, actually, I could probably like make custom EX because like with some 3D knowledge and whatever, I could probably like make EX skins for fun.
Ooh.
You can make like Iris
Magolor
Soul,
EX.
Iris Soul EX, which you get for beating the Elite Four in Black and White 2 for the first time, and then Iris comes back as like a powerful demigod.
You mean she wasn't?
Not yet, but she will be.
She was a semi-god.
You heard it here first.
Hey, Dinabelle!
Did you-
Was there any other news this week? I don't think so, Buford. Okay. Just wanted to check.
Did you finish explaining what Pokemon Masters EX is?
Uh,
I mean, I guess it speaks for itself. Just type out Pokemon Masters EX as like one word with no spaces, and you'll see the issue with the hashtag.
They're in for a rude awakening.
Hey, Twitter users, podcast watchers, and streamers and vloggers. Make sure you type out Pokemon Masters EX. And don't put any spaces in it either. And then, why don't you read it aloud? Exactly how it looks.
Why did you say this so loud?
I'm sorry, I got really close to the microphone and started screaming. I got a little excited. I think I look at my microphone as like a little person. Like when I'm talking about something serious, I look directly into it and I get really close to it.
Alright, I think since there's no other news, I guess we should just get into the portion.
Wait,
Oh, okay.
hold on. News.
What's the news?
Newsflash.
Newsflash. Yomo from Toho is trending.
What?
Ooh.
Yomo from Toho.
Oh,
Yomo.
No, she's not.
She's trending.
I'm looking at Twitter right now. Yomu from Toho is not trending.
Yumu from Mumu. I'm a babada doo doo doo.
All I'm saying is there's a tiny baby trending on.
Tiny Diamond is my name. I came from my daddy's name. Sorry.
Alright,
Wait,
well,
no. One more bit of news.
my god.
I had a dream a few nights ago about.
Bad news!
It is news. It was a new dream. I've never had this dream before. It was no. You're really gonna like this. It was in this garage basement in this place I used to live. I don't live there anymore. Guess who was there? You won't believe. I saw Kermit the Frog in there, on top of a pile of trash. He was singing a little song, and it was so whimsical and funny. I don't know. He was putting on a show, I guess.
wow.
And I turned my head, and guess who's there? I was so happy. I was so happy when this happened. And you're gonna be happy when you hear this. Rizzo the rat.
So the rat?
The rat?
Yep,
What?
Rizzo the rat.
No.
He was in my dream. He was in my garage.
Uh-huh.
He was in my garage basement from a place that I don't live. He was there. And he was I remember him being really enthusiastic, and I was really happy to see him. Because he hasn't appeared in anything for a while, because his performer doesn't work for the Muppets anymore. So I don't know what's gonna happen there.
It was amazing that you could get him for your dream. Even.
I know. He was so.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here in your basement garage.
And he opened up this like closet, and a bunch of mice came running out.
Oh no.
But like real mice, not like Muppet mice, but like real mice. They started running around. I was like, oh, I don't want to step on these guys.
You're a real hardcore journalist, Seep. Have I ever told you that?
You've never ever said that to me in the 20 years we've known each other.
Well, you're a hardcore journalist, and
That-
I appreciate the hardline news you give us. That not everyone wants to hear, but is what we need to hear.
Mhm.
Glad Rizzo the Rat's back.
You know, Seep, as a former journalist myself, I have to say you've been
God.
a great inspiration to me in my work at Game Explain.
Thank you, John.
Glad to have you here, John.
News.
Yeah, John, you are so good.
Oh,
News?
thanks.
Do you have news too, Renee?
No, I was gonna announce that we have done our 100% complete playthrough of news.
That must be. Is that a world record? I don't know. Time.
Alright, okay, well, did anyone watch or play anything this week,
Okay, so I've been playing Fortnite.
You told me about this.
Yeah, one day I just decided to sit there like, let me play Fortnite. I played it, and I ended up winning first place in 3 times.
Did you
Really?
get any of the new Marvel characters, part of the Marvel universe debacle? I don't know what they're calling this event. I don't know.
know.
I think Gert made-
Marvel characters.
I don't know, I just won one game, and then sort of just sat down for a moment. And I
That's
also
fun.
been playing Pokemon Black and White version 2.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, it's
I've never-
been
no.
really good so far. I'm planning on just streaming it,
Ooh,
and that's it.
That's something to see.
Yeah, you caught a Mareep and named it Yoshi.
Oh, yeah.
Why'd you do that?
So this is a very, very layered joke.
Okay, well, lay it on me.
So you know how like people say "wake up, sheeples,"
Yeah.
Yeah.
and remember what I proposed for like the Super Mario reboot to do?
Do we
I was not
remember?
there for that?
Yoshi
And it
wakes
was-
up.
Yoshi wakes. That's
Yeah.
right. I remember this now. Yoshi wakes up.
Do you understand
Oh.
why I name a sheep?
Wait.
Oh, I get it
Yoshi.
now. Oh, it's because sheep. Oh, Rosa, you've got me there. It's a good one. And then I told you to name Growlithe Gromit, which is a.
Oh yeah, I did.
There's no layered joke to it. I just thought it'd be funny if you named the dog Gromit.
Yeah.
Yes,
Gromit?
dog.
We have to go. The Pokemon. What do they do in Pokemon?
Yeah, can you? What are they doing, Pokemon,
We
Rosa?
have to go to the Pokemon Center, Gromit.
So basically, so far
okay,
I just
check out-
let's see, I beat the second gym. I'm about to head into the third one. And so for the story, it's just pretty simple so far. It's like basically, oh, I'm just going to be some gym leaders. You know,
Alright.
it feels. I don't know. There's something very simple about this storyline. But again, I'm just starting out. I think the funniest bit was like when you get to go to Pokestar Studio and like after you beat like Roxy, and like you go there, you see this guy, this sailor, who's like, I wanted to be a movie star and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And his hours like, no, you had to drive the boat.
Speaking of
And
speaking of Pokemon, sorry, real fast. Pokestar Studio. I want to talk about this. There's implications within Black and White too. There's only actually like 6 movies in the Pokemon universe, and they just keep remaking it with people who like walk up on the street and want to be in it.
Yeah.
They have like 5 movie templates. Like, oh, you want to be in our movie? Okay, here we go. Pick one of our 5 movie templates. We'll send it out to theaters everywhere.
Yeah. So basically, there was like there was the movie Riolo Man, and like you watch it and like, oh, the hero loses, and it just doesn't go well. And like in the bottom of the screen, the touchpad screen, you get to see like the audience reacting to it, and you can just see them falling asleep. And then like that sailor, that captain, was like, you know what? I'll fulfill my dream another time, because he heard it didn't do too well. So then you go in, and you be the Rayolo girl, and you actually are the hero that wins against the evil villain that tries to like destroy an amusement park or whatever. And then it's like you like gross over like 35 billion,
What?
but you don't see
Uh-huh.
that paycheck.
Wait. Does it say you gross that much money?
Yeah, well, at least 3 billion it's in the billions.
Did you get any of it?
No.
That's show business, kid.
Ah, Hollywood. Oh.
It was no thanks to that one anti-Union Simpsons character.
Pikachu, come here, come closely. You know why I called you in my office today, Pikachu?
Why?
Listen, kid. You got guts. You got talent. I know you're gonna go places. But for now, we're through with you. Your contract is up. You're on your own, kid.
I really like this bit because it demonstrates how little like about Pokemon Seep knows that instead of going straight to like the human character who's in the movie, they just went for Pikachu.
You know, I also like saw Alvin and the Pat Rats.
Alvin?
Alvin!
Yeah, do you think?
No.
Alvin, I'm live action. It hurts.
Do you think Pokemon has an in-universe version of Alvin the Chipmunks? Like the
Oh,
live.
definitely. I mean,
the-
like, the thing about the Pokemon, I remember in the Pokemon anime, like, they did a show with the Pokemons, and they sort of, like, the Pokemon lip syncs, like, their lines with their trainers.
What?
Like, Pokemon can lip sync.
Huh.
That's,
They can't.
Yeah,
They
they're
can't.
so talented.
They can't lip spink.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
I'm
Speak.
sorry. That was.
That was a terrible joke.
Who are we yelling at?
You.
Wasn't my joke, was it? You like my
No,
jokes,
John.
right?
Of
Oh, John,
course.
your jokes are always good. Say sex again.
Sex.
Oh,
He did it.
Andre would never let me do that.
Yeah, like this arc you're sitting up, like John's like looking down in his hands, like Andre would never let me do that. And then Arlo comes in the room like, "Oh, John, you have so much to learn."
this is a burgeoning story. That we're just.
But yeah,
experiencing.
overall, Pokemon Black and White 2 was a fun time, and it's fun to play the game where starring Rosa.
Rosa.
Pokemon.
Oh, that's right, Rosa the Pokemon.
Rosa the Cat.
Yeah.
Rosa the Hedgehog from Sonic 2.
No.
No, Pokemon Black and White 2. Sorry, I get them mixed up.
Rosa from Pokemon Black and White 2 is the most my mom let me dress myself to gay character ever made.
Wait, can you say that again?
Rosa
Pardon?
from Pokemon Black and White 2 is the most my mom let me dress myself today character ever made.
Okay. I heard that as my mom let me drive myself gay. I'm
Well,
glad,
I mean-
I heard that
exact.
exact same thing.
I mean, yeah, she is gay.
She did that too. Her mom let her drive herself gay.
Good for her.
We should have a joke where like
Oh.
Cinnamon Bun from Adventure Time comes on the screen.
Are you commanding me to do jokes?
I was be
Hey guys, I'm late to the podcast, sorry.
Wow, it's Rosa from Pokemon. Hi, Buford.
Oh my god.
Was
Wow,
that
Two roses.
was that Buford?
yeah, it's Buford. Buford's excited. Buford's excited to see Rosa.
That is indeed Rosa from Pokemon.
This is the wrong theater. I gotta go. Bye.
According to my calculations,
I thought John should be our IT guy. Yeah.
We got to have the real human being, John Cartwright.
according to my calculations, it seems you've got a busted projector. This will
In
take a while to
English,
fix.
Einstein.
I think we found our new maintenance guy. Finally, I no longer have to do the Charlie work.
The Charlie work?
Yeah, Charlie work.
I'm gonna watch a new Joni Phillips movie tonight.
Oh.
Heck
Are you-
yeah.
Are you thinking of watching Secret and Lies in a Town of Sinners?
Yep.
The full shebang?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
It's
I'm
a
doing
good one.
tonight. That's my plan tonight. After I get off this podcast, I'm going to the bathroom where the Wi-Fi is a little better, and I'm watching that whole thing.
Oh.
John's
Alright.
working on it.
Did anyone else watch or play anything this week?
Oh well. You know, I don't mean to hog. as a-
Go on.
as a guest,
Oh, go on,
but,
go on.
What? Why are you making pig noises now?
Cause she's like, I didn't mean to hog. You know?
Oh, there was something I was watching.
Oh.
Besides the fungies, I'm pretty sure. Can't think of it. But I was playing a bit of Paper Mario and the Origami King.
Okay.
Oh. On the Nintendo Switch.
In a funny way. Let's just say that. I won't say too much more on that. You know, good game. Can't wait to see how it ends. I'm sure it'll be a riot to
Oh, it is
You saw
Mario.
end.
You saw the entire Ryan Remedy stream.
Oh no.
No,
I'm- you know,
It's Mario's funniest adventure yet.
I stopped right after seeing Bobby Bob-omb because I was like, I want to see all the great adventures you go on
Huh.
with him. and like the whole cast, the whole crew. So I'm excited to see what wacky antics we'll be getting into.
All right. Well, I wish you luck on that Paper Mario journey. I had lots of fun, and I hope you have fun in your own funny little way.
Really, really, really exciting. Really, really cheese to play it.
Yeah, what else did you do? Did you do anything else? So many R's today. I start going.
Do you want to know a fun fact?
What?
Rosa,
I love fun fact.
Rosa is the only main member of Ready to Start the Podcast with the nose.
What do you mean?
Wait, what? Where?
Yeah.
Where's my? What? It's just skin. It's just. What is this? What? Rosa,
Hey.
what did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Super, I just realizing now you didn't have a nose. How it's been like this.
It's like how in
It's
Bob's
so hot
Burger.
here.
So it's how in Bob's Burger, like Bob knows how to flip patties, but
What?
But like, sort of like forgets how to the moment you pointed out he could do it good.
Oh yeah, or like the SpongeBob episode where did that happen in SpongeBob too?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Or like it's
Oh yeah,
sort of
where
like,
he's like,
How do I make the patty? Oh, buns, lettuce, cheese, dough. Oh.
sorry. Someone else, please talk.
Did you not watch or play anything this week? You have anything?
Oh,
to
was
talk
it
about?
my turn?
I'd like to give everyone their turn.
Okay.
Wow, I don't know if this is the most exciting thing I could bring up, but I guess it is, because we talked a lot about Phineas and Ferb, and that was my big, like, treat that I got. Oh, actually, no, I have one other thing, but okay. The only thing I played in the past week, I played some Mario World. Like, last November, I beat, like, the main story. I beat Bowser.
Oh,
But
good.
recently, I did all 96 exits in Mario World, so it's a 100% playthrough.
Well,
That's
didn't-
all that's all I can say about that.
Well, Seep, didn't you beat another game? You beat Super Mario 63.
No. I haven't beat that yet. I've gotten to like the next time I play it will probably be the last time.
But you got to the Bowser boss where he says he wants to eliminate like
That's
the lower
true.
class or something.
That's true. I guess I should talk about that. I completely forgot. So I decided to like stream a little bit lately. Just cause try it out. Everyone's doing it. Ryan does it. I've seen Renee do it. Rosa, have you streamed?
yeah, I was streaming Pokemon.
Yeah, Rosa's been streaming Pokemon. So I decided to do it with Super Mario 63. There's a Flash game from 2009. And it's right in that era, like, when Super Mario Bros. Z was popular. And a lot of people were like... It was like a, Oh, shoot. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So... Sorry, my computer turned off. It's fine now. But it's like a tribute to the 3D Mario games that had come out at the time, which was 64 Sunshine and Galaxy. I've never actually played Sunshine and Galaxy, so that was my most intimate experience with it. I remember playing it a lot as a kid, but I got to this point where you're facing Bowser. There's the second Bowser fight. And the game is a very, like... The plot is Bowser, like, takes over Peach's castle and he, like, kidnaps all the Toads and he traps them in the walls. And he takes the mysterious power orb, I think it's called. It's like this big, like, anime object MacGuffin thing. He's like, yes! And he like, reveals... When he reveals that he has the power orb later on, he's like, now I can use this to destroy the planet! And he, like, reveals, like, this giant meteorite that's about to hit the Earth. And he's like, this will destroy the Mushroom Kingdom and all of its pathetic inhabitants. And it's like literally like crazy. And at the end he's like, me, in my castle, and my Koopa master race will be the only survivors.
Whoa.
And it's
What
like,
the
jeez. Yeah, it's really like, I think I'm just imagining like at the time they were probably like,
This is gonna be like your kiddie Mario game where he kidnaps the princess and all gets defeated by Mario by falling off the bridge at. No, this is gonna be an epic, serious story. The story we've demanded from Nintendo all these years, but they've been too chicken to give it to us because they think we're kids. Well, we're not kids. We're gonna deliver the best Mario story they've ever seen. Bowser is going to kill. This guy is not funny. This is the Bowser I grew up with.
What are you talking about?
I'm very terrified.
I feel like you're referencing a person who doesn't actually exist.
Well, I don't know. You get what I mean, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
It's like an epic like Super Mario Brothers Z like epic like. Will Mario live? Mario might actually die. Bowser might commit genocide in the name of his master race. And it's like, oh my god, it's like a really like it's like an anime. It's like a shonen. I don't know. I don't watch anime. I should not say it's like any kind of anime. But it feels like that. It's very epic. Epic Bowser. Steve is referencing Sakurai? What?
Oh my god.
Because of Giga Bowser? Yes, I'm referencing Sakurai when he added Giga Bowser to Melee.
Pretty much.
And I also watched the first Bill and Ted movie yesterday.
How was Bill and Ted?
2 days ago. It was fun. It's it's a cult classic, funny movie. They time travel and they have there's like a fun segment at the end where like Abraham Lincoln and like Socrates and Billy the Kid and like Joan of Arc, they're all in present day at a mall. Like Beethoven's like playing the keyboard and it's like synthesized like a guitar sound and he's got like 7 of them around him. And everyone's formed a crowd. What's Abraham Lincoln's gonna try to score some babes? Let's see, Socrates gonna try to score some babes. Yeah, it was pretty
Gandalf
fun.
the Grey and Gandalf
the White and Monty Python,
and the
Holy
Black
Grail, Black Knight,
Great job, everyone.
Benito Mussolini, and the Blue Meanie, Cowboy Curtis and John B. the Genie, RoboCop, Terminator.
Every single.
I skipped a few.
The Rock,
Lopan, Superman, every
Rock,
single.
The Rock,
No. Then it goes
Mario.
like, and then it goes Bill S. Preston, Theodore Logan, and there they are. And that's why we did that.
And that was all in the Bill and Ted movie.
That was all in the Bill and Ted movie. Did anyone follow that?
No, not even a bit.
Keanu Reeves was very wholesome in that movie. Whoa, some
100?
epic babes. Yeah, especially when he said the slur. It was the 80s. It's a little like when you're watching a movie from the 80s and you're like, oh, you wouldn't say that. Yeah, I don't think you want to say that. Yeah. But
They got that new movie where you watch it.
That's right.
To, like,
Maybe it's time we made a new movie. Good idea, Keanu.
Big Chungus Keanu.
Big Chungus Keanu, Scooby-Doo, SJW, Modern Cartoon, Illumination Studios, Sony Pictures Animation, Walt Disney, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Keanu Reeves, Bill and
What the
Ted.
fuck are you talking about?
I'm planning on seeing the Bill and Ted, the new one. That's why I watched the old one. I'm gonna watch the second one tomorrow, and I want to see. I just want to see what all the Bill and Ted fuss is about. You know?
Don't
These
forget
cult
the
classics.
entire animated series. Can't
Oh my
forget that.
god! Shoot!
Yeah,
Right,
me
it was
and Brian were gonna watch that, but then we couldn't find it online.
So,
So we just ended up watching Porco Rosso.
Oh.
which is a good movie. Great job on the movie, Mr. Miyazaki and friends.
Unintentional
The Empire
Ortiz the dog
Studio
boy
Dude.
reference.
Can I just
Dog
say
Boy?
it's always funny watching like Miyazaki dubs, like Studio Ghibli ones, because like they don't use like traditional like anime dub people. But so instead,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you're like watching this like movie, and then you hear Tom Kenny.
What about Miley Cyrus's little sister?
No, we didn't watch Ponyo. She's not in Porco Rosso.
Oh.
No, like
Oh.
I noticed in the movie. I noticed Tom Kenny, Rob Paulson, God, her voice is what's her name? Hold on. Oh, no one talk about anything.
Rose Quartz?
Not, yeah,
Okay.
Rose Quartz from Steam Universe is in it.
I know who you're thinking of. I know who you're gonna say next.
Jess McNeil. Jess McNeil does
Yes.
her, does her grandma voice. She does it everything.
Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Speaking of anime voice actors, I did watch Infinity Train. I finished it. I think I
That
hadn't
was
finished
another
it.
one. That was another thing.
That's what you were trying to remember?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
What did you think of Infinity Train, Renee? This
I
this
mean-
raunchy, anti-woke, anti-PC. I'm just kidding. That's not what Infinity Train is.
I mean, you know, it's all right. It's.
What do you mean it's alright?
What do you mean?
I'm kidding,
all
I'm
right.
kidding. I'm sorry. I mean, you know, it's Infinity Train. I think it's progressing the story very nicely. Well, not like the story. Like, you know, the
story.
general
What story? This.
characters in
Sorry.
the Infinity Train universe.
Yeah,
that they're
it's
setting up.
It's like world building. You
know,
learn a little
there's-
more about the world.
There's like, you know, some characters that you saw in the second season, the book 2 or in book 3, and they got developed more. And you know, it was a harrowing tale. I've, you know, no, it's a pretty complete package. This third season. Only thing is that like this really does feel like a self-contained thing. This story. Well, no, there's something that will possibly lead into like the next book.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. I know. I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, but you know, it was a nice story that, like, you know, it told its tale. It had its triumphs and its falls. A lot of harrowingness in this. Like, you know, I guess they were taking advantage of the fact that it's on HBO Max now.
Yeah, HBO Max original Infinity Train. Yeah.
But it's kind of sad to see that the creators are kind of begging people, like, all right, we hope you like really enjoy this. Please support it, because, you know, Warner Media saying that they might just not do anymore. Very likely that they just laid off some people. But you know, with your support, we can do another. We can keep continuing the show. I hope they do continue this show.
Me too.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna watch it.
Me Warner Media. Me only want animation suitable for children. Me no want to appeal to young adult demographic. Me want release Riverdale. I don't know what this. I'm sorry.
Honestly, Infinity Train, like when I saw like the first like book, like that, this was like, this is it. This is the show I want to see on Cartoon Network, because it had everything. It had like a sci-fi, a very heavy sci-fi slant with some synths. You know, gotta have that. It's got like coming of age story for a girl, grappling with her emotions and stuff, and her, like, you know, the world around her, and just readying up to that. That's the common thing in these 3 stories, it seems. This latest one, it's no different, and like it's even more harrowing. That's what I describe this season as. It's very harrowing. It's kind of, you're kind of just left on edge a lot of the time, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was trying to lean towards saying, because it's good, but it's like, you know, oh, can you turn it down a notch, sport?
You got to be ready for it,
Yeah,
because
you know,
it doesn't. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I don't want to give anything away, but like.
the others too were a bit more lighthearted, I'd say.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
I was describing in my mind like season 1, book 1, I guess. Book 1's kind of like on the like Adventure Time Steam Universe tier, like when things get kind of intense, but like book 3 is like, book 3 gets pretty crazy at points.
Yeah. There's some stuff that's like, I don't know if this was not on HBO Max.
Yeah,
I really don't know.
I think a lot of stuff in this, it could only happen because they moved to HBO Max. I'll just say that there's some stuff in this that makes you go, ooh, wow, they would have not got away with that on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, you would traumatize. I don't you probably don't want to let your kids watch at least the third book because it's a bit much.
Alright,
Uh,
kind of late. I guess we should move into questions. Rosa, you can pick the question this time. You get to pick a question. So Chad,
All right.
Chad,
Let's get ready for the question.
this is the part of the podcast where you can just ask any question you want, and we'll answer it, and Rosa will pick the first one. I was just wait for.
Who's it
Chat.
gonna be?
dun, 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 dun.
We're gonna pick a question to answer on the show. Who's it gonna be?
Oh, yeah.
None of us quite know.
Is today the
Ooh.
day we will become?
No.
Let me see.
Not this one.
Okay, which insect are we? Let's.
No.
I don't even know them. I've literally only seen that image and I hate them.
Come back to me in 2 more days.
What is
Okay,
Sonic?
what-
Okay, hold on. Go on, Rosa.
Okay, so if you were in a cartoon, what genre would you be?
That's a good one. Ooh.
Animation.
Sorry.
Oh, good one. Oh. But I mean, I kind of showed my hand a bit on this show, huh? You know,
Yeah.
it's like kind of, you know.
If I were to be anything, I would be. I would say like I don't know what's the genre. Maybe those slice of life genres that's sort of like relaxing, and you sort of like watching a person do like their activities or job. Whatever the Hakume to Mikochi genre is.
I think the genre of cartoon I would be in is regular show, like workplace comedy, except everything is wacky and crazy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're already living a cartoon.
Yeah, I just so
Ah.
I guess you know, I guess for me it would have to be sci-fi comedy. That's just the way I am for a lot of the shows I like.
Uh-huh.
sorry.
Wander over beyond.
The reason I just read it in chat again is the day when we come out as first insect agents, and it really made me laugh this time. Sorry, go on.
You know, I'd be I think I'd do a good sci-fi comedy. You know, like your you,
The
I don't know why
Orville.
I want to say
Star
Uncle
Trek's
Grandpa.
lower decks. Uncle Grandpa. That's a good like sci-fi comedy horror.
It's more existential horror.
Now I'm just saying things. I'm just saying things now, but you get what I mean, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, you know, just like doing wacky stuff with like science concepts, not just space and stuff, but like what have you, biology, all that stuff. Throw it at the wall. Have a comedy slant to it. But you can also learn something. That's what you sign up for when you get into me. When you look at my DNA, it's sci-fi comedy.
What about you,
Oh.
Seep?
I would be. I think I'd be like OKKO. How it's like crazy
Just
for crazy people. Yeah, it's
I
like
was
crazy
like-
cartoons.
90s.
What?
No, it's kind of like the playing into like the 90s flavor of like awesome radical like dinosaurs and fighting games.
Okay, yeah.
Chilling at the mall with your friends, listening to freaking like Backstreet Boys on your iPod Shuffle as you're just chilling on the curb waiting for your mom to pick you up so you can watch the latest episode of Invaders. I don't know why I said 90s.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I would be yeah. I'd be OKKO, or I would be like SpongeBob season 11.
Yeah.
Rose, you sound like you wanted to say something real fast.
Oh, nothing really.
Okay, because I like this question. If there was an episode you could redo for any cartoon, what would it be and why?
Oh god.
Oh, I got this.
All right.
I will redo the episode, the Good Neighbor episode of SpongeBob. It was literally infuriating how Squidward got to take the blame, even though SpongeBob and Patrick were in his house.
And the cartoon episode I'd redo is Stuck in the Ringer, where that evil, stupid, idiot Patrick gets SpongeBob stuck in there, and
You can't do this. You can't.
Do you all have an answer besides Mr. Enter joke?
oh, that's a good question though. I don't know. It's hard to like change the past.
Yeah. For me, I guess in a simple answer,
I mean, it's like the ideal thing would be a show episode, a show that you really like, and an episode that you see could have turned out way better, but then ended up like turning out really bad. Like I hear a lot of people say about Agretsuko. I haven't seen the season, so I can't say anything about it.
all I could say is maybe that one is sort of like, imagine sort of criticizing society, but then sort of like sticking back to the status quo.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. I think it's sort of like no, Persona.
Persona?
Or like it's sort of Persona where people say the issues with this writing. It's sort of criticize like society, but at the same time, it's sort of just like shows you like the best solution is complacency.
Right.
And that's it. Gritsuko.
You know what episode I would change of a cartoon? Every episode of Hey Arnold with Oscar in it, I want his wife to divorce him in all of them.
Oh, what is wrong? Where is my sandwich? I am so hungry. I am a sad man. I am so hungry.
I think I brought this up before, but I think it's funny. They gave like a little extra depth to nearly every character in Hey Arnold, and like showed like a little like another side of him or of like a character, like every character on that show except Oscar, whose only recurring trait is everyone hates him and he sucks.
Well, you're forgetting in the Jungle movie, they finally confirmed he got divorced.
It's true, he got divorced in the Jungle movie.
That's so good.
Good for him.
Good for the one.
Good for him.
It's so he can grow as a person.
What do you think the episode of that would be like of her walking out, like Arnold and trying to fix the marriage, and then to accept that some people have to get divorced?
It's like a somber ending where he realizes, maybe some things aren't worth fixing.
And then Oscar's like, where Arnold? How am I gonna pay for my apartment now?
I will never be happy again. Who will cook for me? I am so sad.
Who would put me to bed? Who would change my diaper?
Diaper?
My first impression with Oscar from Hey Arnold was the episode where he learned how to read, and I think I got an inaccurately like good impression of him from that, because it sort of like humanizes him, and he has like this challenge that he sort of feels ashamed of, but they help him overcome it. I don't think I assume that's not a good impression of Oscar from Hey Arnold. Anyways,
where? What's my new spin-off? Hey, Oscar!
On Netflix and CBS All Access.
But yeah, I think if any episode, I'll probably be Nichijou, like just make it gayer.
That's fair. That's what I do with every cartoon.
I'll just make it gayer.
I would change the episode of Adventure Time food chain.
Okay.
That was a guest directed episode, directed by forgot his name. He did that like ping pong thing.
Yeah.
Fantastic Japanese animator. And beautiful animation on this episode, like very funny, silly, great end song at the end. I would change it. The only thing I would change is I would add the snail, because that's the only episode where there's no waving snail.
Okay. Sure.
It's just a taint on the show's legacy. Such a great episode ruined because it does not have the little waving snail.
Right now, I'm just thinking of Spectacular Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
Great series, very marred by its very lackluster high school romance drama. I mean, it's Spider-Man, but like, I'd probably change that, make it gay.
Oh,
Spider-Man.
Secular
Spider-Man
Spider-Man, you
gay.
said?
That's what I'll do. Yeah, Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spade, you
Oh,
mean?
you know what? Now I know.
Yeah.
Now I
What?
Isn't on Disney Plus. Spectacular Spider-Man. So that's
it's
something
not that
that's not
spectacular.
on Disney Plus. If you thought we were shills.
Was that Rosa?
But should be.
Was that Rosa?
Okay, so now I know what. If I were to rate an episode, it'd probably be Little Witch Academia.
All of it.
All of it?
Yeah,
Is all of it?
a lot of it.
Joey.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Do I choose the next question?
There's only like one more time for one more question. Sure, just look through chat and see what question you'd like to do.
Well, do you want to choose a question, Renee?
Hey, here we go. Yeah, Renee, you can do one. Look at chat. And see what interests you.
Oh, how nice. Let me see. No. All right. Let me see.
Make sure you pick a good one, Renee.
Thanks,
Oh.
John.
Let me see. Let me see here. What do we got here?
No rush.
Oh, I'm thinking. I'm looking.
It's okay, Renee. Don't feel pressure to answer a question really fast.
I'm not. I'm just like I want to like take into consideration.
Right, of
people's-
course. I completely understand.
Yeah. So like I just need to think and.
Right.
No. Why did you ask that? No. What?
So you seen Dr. Mario?
Every day.
Mario, no. Which game represented by a Smash Bros. Character would you most like to play? One you've never played before. That's interesting.
And
All right.
I'd like to play Super Mario 64.
Oh, shut your little green frog mouth.
I mean, it seems to be a game everyone's talking about.
I feel like I've played. None of the characters I haven't played their games in Smash are characters like I'm that interested in playing their game. Admittedly, like trying to think.
Two games I can think of.
All right, you can go first. Yeah.
I've been well, I have actually. I stopped for a bit, but I should get back to it. I was playing a bit of Metroid, actually, Super Metroid.
Oh.
It's kind of my jam, Metroidvanias. I've played a lot of other Metroidvanias besides Metroid, so I thought I might as well do
Such as
that.
Castlevania.
So Samus's game, I might as well. And Earthbound I haven't played yet, but that's definitely on my list.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's one of those games everyone says it's the one you gotta play. So like that's the one for me, I guess. It's on the list.
I would play. Sorry.
Go first. It's fine.
Castlevania. One with Richter in it.
Okay.
It's like that's a pretty cool looking game. Round of Blood. It's pretty cool looking. Richter is pretty cool, and it has Maria, which is like the best rendition of Maria. Like really cool. Like has that nice classic anime style. You're like, yeah, I'll play this one. And like Symphony of the Night too. Definitely, that's a good game. I should really play it one day,
Nice.
and then play it through as Richter.
All right. I listened to the Smash cast. I'd play Bayonetta. I haven't played Bayonetta yet. Still.
Oh.
It's probably the
a
one.
nice character action game.
Mm-hmm. Get ready.
All right. See. What about you?
Metroid and Earthbound were pretty good answers. So, I think I'll go with... I've never played Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask.
Wow. Okay.
So that's
You know
Wow.
they're not a real gamer.
yeah.
Well,
What?
I can one up you on being a not real gamer. I haven't played any Zelda game. Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Ryan, who do we invite on here? Someone who's never played any Zelda game before. What's going on here?
Not
Did
even.
you ever
Not
have
even
Brawl?
Wand of Gamela. Huh?
Do you have Smash Bros. Brawl?
Yeah. I played Brawl.
Did you
Smash
play all the
Brothers Brawl.
demos?
Did I wait? Did I what?
Play all the demos?
I
The
I
masterpiece.
did.
You did.
Then I
That
did
means-
play.
Uh,
I played a Zelda.
Oh
No.
no!
Checkmate,
Fucking
APS.
lied. Oh my
Checkmate.
Oh my
god.
god! And then our little like Peabody and Sherman janitor has to come in and sweep you up.
Alright. We've been going for nearly 2 hours. Does anyone have any final words to give to the audience?
No.
Iris EXE for Pokemon Masters. If not, import the model so I could just like give her a cool outfit.
Well, I want to say thank you for having me again.
Thank you for
So,
being on.
How's
It was
how's
nice.
feel?
It was nice to go through a whole podcast with you, Renee,
Yeah,
without
Likewise.
Wi-Fi. Without internet troubles this time.
I'm glad I didn't curse you. I'm glad it wasn't a fluke. So nice to be here again, seeing all
Oh,
these lovely faces.
Actually, you sort of did curse me.
What?
Well, see, there's this clown that like looms over me when I sleep, and then when I wake up, it disappears.
Oh my gosh.
How do you know it's there?
Oh,
Whatever,
You know,
Dinner Bell. I'm out of here.
So usually it slips and like drops like a paper pamphlet on my face.
Wait, where's Buford going?
Buford left.
Uh,
The movie's
You
over.
better be getting the tap water asked for.
The show's over. We're just still going for some reason.
Oh
guess
wait,
so.
Rose is talking about her like clown.
Alright, time for your
Dang.
cloud before we end off.
Yeah, that the clown Renee cursed me with.
I did do that, and I'm
You
sorry.
did?
But
I don't know how, but
It was-
it's there.
God, it was a dark time in my life that I cursed people with clowns for no reason. I just did it. But I've become a better person, and I bless people with clowns now. So, look under your bed tonight, Rosa. You might find something there.
Well,
Um,
thank you. Yeah, John.
It's just gonna be Steve.
yeah,
If-
It's just gonna be wearing the clown outfit again.
John, can you say something to end the podcast with? To get us out
yes,
of
I'd like to have a few words to end this off with.
this? Right.
Thank you everyone for supporting me on my journey so far. It's been very difficult, but necessary to depart from Game Explain, to pursue greater pastures, such as the Ready to Start the podcast. And I am just so grateful to be here with a supportive network of amazing, talented people.
John, we don't really write paychecks, you know.
What?